Hey God, thank you. Why nobody told me it was this hard? I done recorded so many times. Done messed up so many recordings. And I pray this one work. Hey, I'm your host, Quantayla Harris, and thank you for showing up today. And I pray you get something out of it. This is the Wrong or Right podcast, and these are my opinions on life. And I will talk about the Bible a lot because why not? And people may call me a Bible thumper or whatever you want to call it. I'm cool with it because once upon a time I didn't believe. And I think that's the beauty of it. So I think I got a lot to say. And I can look at it both sides. I really understand both sides now. And here we go. This podcast is mainly to glorify God. He's the reason why I'm doing it. Like, he gave me confirmation after confirmation after confirmation. I'm like on my 8th or ninth one already. And that's why I'm here, I guess. I honestly don't know why he got me doing this. Like, I don't feel equipped. I don't feel like I should be, honestly, I don't feel like I should be doing it. Like, he got so many people he could ask. And me, scared. I'm not gonna It's intimidating talking in front of people. I know right now I'm just looking at a camera, but I just know other people is going to see it. So it's very, very intimidating. And I think that's why it took me so long to start because he's been pushing me and telling me. And I think that's the thing. He pushes us out of our comfort zone because we're not gonna grow in our comfort zones regardless. So he's constantly pushing and pushing. He's constantly pushing and pushing and trying to mold us into who he created us to be. So I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to do it, but then I do want to do it because he told me to do it. I guess because he sees something in me I don't see in myself. But at the same time, I'm like, why you got me doing it? Because I see people that's like way more qualified than me to do it. And I'm just like, yeah, what if people don't like it? What if I say the wrong stuff? And then I feel like I'm not close enough to God. Like I talk to him, but I feel like I've been on this journey for like 5 years on and off. So I feel like it's people that's actually been there way longer than me. That's been walking. It's not no baby faith, but like faith. Like I believe in God, don't get me wrong. Like I'm at the point now I do listen to everything he tell me to, but I just feel like people that's been at this 10, 20 plus years have way more to say than me. And sometimes I just feel like I'm not the person. I don't want to say the wrong stuff. I don't want to bleed on people because I feel like I'm not in the right headspace at sometimes. So I'm constantly worrying about what people gonna think, what people gonna say. Like Do y'all feel like I'm a hypocrite? Like it's so much stuff they be going through my mind all the time when it comes to me doing this podcast and speaking on social media. Like if I get out of place one time, or I feel like I'm not where I'm supposed to be at, I quickly shut down. And I was like, nah, and that probably like months later until I start again. And you honestly see the consistency on my social media platforms because I'll be like, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. And then like when I feel like I'm in a bad place, I shut down. And then I start back and I shut down. I know that's not good. I'm really, really working on it. But hey, I guess everybody's journey is really different. But when I start feeling this way about how I think people will take me, I read this and it said, and it said Galatians 1:10, am I trying to win the approval of human beings or of God, or am I trying to please people? If I were still trying to please people, I would not be a servant of Christ. That like hit home for me because I was so worried about what y'all was gonna think. Like that's not why he got me doing this. He got me doing this because he told me to do it. So I'm not being a servant trying to please y'all. So now I look at it like I'm not doing this for y'all. I don't care if y'all like it or not. Sorry, but I'm doing it because God told me to do. I'm being obedient even if I don't understand, even though it don't look right to me, even though I don't feel right doing it. I'm doing it because he told me to do it. That's it. And honestly, I know my life have got better since I started taking my faith serious. I can't speak on everybody's journey, but I know mine's personally, that the ups and downs is not as bad as it used to seem. Cause I know, like before I got in Christ, like my downs was like so bad, like so I'd be like, while I'm here, I want to kill myself. But now when stuff happen, I be like, uh, it's just a test, good or bad. It's just a test. What I'm supposed to learn out of this, and it made me look at life and everything in general way different. Because at the end of the day, now I know, like, if something happened, it's for a reason. I ain't gonna trip because now if I'm late or something happened or I don't get this or I don't get that, I'll be like, God got something better. Like we get tested every day, and I used to fail every day. I used to snap out. I used to do everything. Like I used to fail almost every day. But now I'm learning and understanding a lot. I know this off topic, but it just came to my head. Have y'all watched the Harriet Tubman movie? Harriet Tubman movie. Oh my gosh, so good. I wasn't gonna watch it because I don't do slave movies at all because I get pissed off. So I don't do slave movies. But my son cut it on and I was just like cheesing through the whole movie. Through the whole movie. This lady had so much faith, y'all. Like so much faith. Like no Bible, leaning on God. Don't care what nobody said. Leaning on God. She made sure she spent time with God. She listened to everything he told her to do. This lady freed herself first. 100 miles. Bro, we probably ain't even gonna walk a mile and we be like, uh, half a mile, quarter of a mile. But this lady ran 100 miles, got to freedom, and went back so many times to save other people. To save other people. We won't even help our next door neighbor. We won't even help our old person with groceries. And this lady was beat. They was getting raped. They had the bare minimal all the time. And God spoil us, we got everything we want, everything we need. We got everything we need and still don't care. Let's be honest, still don't care. She didn't have nothing and depended on God fully. We got almost everything we want and talk to him every now and then. But she got like a side chick, like I ain't gotta deal with you, but I deal with you when I want to. But I just pray everybody get it together before it's too late because baby, when it's time, and he gonna be still like, you remember you just called on me once every month? You remember I was just your side piece? Okay, let me get back on topic. My bad, y'all. But starting this podcast, doing anything, I'm like always hard on myself because I want to put 100% in everything I do. I don't care what I'm doing. Like I do hair full time, and I'm like very passionate about me doing hair. Like every time I do somebody hair, I be excited. Like this is my first time doing it. Like I can do your hair 100 times, and when I do it, when I'm finished, I just be like in awe because like this is my work. This the gift God gave me. So when it comes to doing this podcast, I was very, very hard on myself. I was like, I don't know. I just don't know. I have to be 100% right with God. I have to be healed 100%. I have to be fixed 100% before I can do this. And then I get to the point where I ask my friends, like they was very, very supportive, but I had to always ask other people to give me like this confirmation, this comfort all the time. And sometimes we just need to do what he tell us to. And when my friends would talk to me and I still be like, yeah, I get so hyped at first, y'all. I be like, all right, God gave me this. God gave me this confirmation. Boom. Okay. I kid you not, y'all. I was like, God, is this you? Show me something. Yeah, show me something. This is like in a month span. He gave me like 8 confirmations. And I was like in my fifth, I was still like, but if it's you, God, but if it's you, please show me. Like it didn't take that much. But he's still like, bruh, like how many more I have to give you? And so one morning I was like, the night before I was like, hey, if this you, let me know. I don't know what got into me that next morning, but that next morning I was like, oh, this him. I bought everything I needed and still got scared. After I bought it, when stuff started coming in, I shut down again. And then my friends came along. Girl, you got this. This what you supposed to be doing. You got this. I can see you doing that. And then one of them told me, delayed obedience is disobedience. Y'all, my heart dropped because I'm like, it's that cringe. Like, I was gonna do it one day. Probably wouldn't. I ain't gonna lie. If I kept pushing it off, it's probably gonna be longer and longer and longer because I supposed to did this a year and a half ago, and I was still just pushing it off. But my friends, They some real ones. I'm gonna say that. They some real ones. They ain't got that many, but they some real ones. But honestly, when I read Galatians 1:15 through 17, it said, but when God, who set me apart from my mother's womb and called me by his grace, was pleased to reveal his son in me so that I might preach him among the Gentiles. My immediate response was not to insult any human being, y'all. So I got convicted again. And I was like, why I'm still asking people, and God done told me over and over and over again. So I'm not just talking to myself. I'm talking to y'all. Y'all don't need no more confirmations. Shut up and do what he tell you to do. That's for me too, honestly. Just shut up and do what he told you to do. Okay? Because tomorrow not promise. And we'll feel bad. We'll be dead. But me, just how I think is like, I don't want to die without doing what he called me here to do. So if this is what he got me doing, I don't care how uncomfortable I am in front of this camera, I'm gonna do it. And honestly, I feel like God got me out here sideways. I ain't gonna lie, because I don't know. I just feel like he got me out here sideways. But at this point in my life, I'm just like, whatever you want me to do, I'm gonna do it. Wherever you tell me to go, I'm gonna go. And looking at the people I grew up with, like my town, like it's small. It's not all like no country small, but it's small. But growing up with the people I grew up with, like I feel like I'm all the way over here and everybody else all the way over there. And it just made me feel out of place a lot. Like I do Bible studies for the kids my son age, and nobody my age does it. Like God showed me, like the stuff God showed me I supposed to be doing. Like I don't see people here doing it. And it bothered me sometimes because I feel like these people not gonna listen to me. These people don't care what I'm talking about. Like they they living their own life. They cool with partying and clubbing and smoking and drinking and fighting, and that's not me. So you got me here trying to do all this positive stuff around you, like not around, hey, let's just have a kickback. Everything I do, it involves God. Like that's not going to stop. I don't care if a handful, eh, sorry. I don't care if it's just a handful of people show up, but everything I do, I want to do it. Sometimes it just involves God. Everything is going to have God in it at the end of the day. Like that's my mindset. I be so excited. Like I got so many plans. God showed me so many visions, and it's all good stuff, but it's still like God gotta be in this. God gotta be in this. You're gonna see God before you see me. But at the same time, I'm like, when ideas hit, I'm so excited. And then when reality hit, I'm like, these people not gonna come. These people don't care. they probably just think I'm just holier than thou. They don't want to be around me because the way they think about me. So, like I said, I'd be so excited at first, and then when reality hit, it's just like, why you got me doing this? Why I feel like the oddball? Why you got me so different? Like I done clubbed, I done did everything, and now it's just like so boring to me. I feel like it's pointless. Why you got me out here with the people that does all this stuff? Like, where is my people? Honestly, where my people at, God? Cause this walk get very lonely sometimes. Maybe I just ain't met my people yet. Honestly, well, I know I ain't met my people yet, but I got a handful of friends that do believe in God, but everybody just so scattered. So I just be like to myself all the time. But again, I be like, why I'm so different. Like listen to some of my friends that do have faith. But when I talk about the stuff I talk about, because what he want me to do is like, man, that's deep. That's far, and it still be like far off for them, and they living the way of Christ. But what you want me to do is like still all the way over here. And I'm like, why I have to be this different? Why me? Then God say, why not? I'm gonna cry. I can't even cry in the first place. So I'm sorry, y'all. But God, like, why not you? If I'm not gonna be that different, who's gonna be different? Who's gonna do it and show them the right way to do it? Somebody gonna have to not be in the club, not doing all this stuff. Somebody gonna have to walk this straight line because society show us that we can do both, but God tell us we can't do both. So I'm sitting over here by myself, not doing both. But it feels so alone at times. But I'm not gonna say my life is like boring. But sometimes I do want to hang with some of my friends, and then I don't. I say I do, and then when people invite me, I be like, oh no. Because at the same time, I am a homebody. Like, I'm a family person to heart. If my son old enough, so if he can't do it, I'm not doing it. So that's far as clubbing, out the picture. Smoking and drinking, out the picture. Can't do it. Sure not finna fight in front of him. And he always tell me, he'll ask me questions. And he was like, before you turned like this, what would you do? Before you were saved, what would you do? And it's just so funny to me because I know what I would have done. I'm gonna tell you what I would have done, but I'm gonna tell you how you need to handle it regardless. Because I don't want him to seem like I'm perfect. He see I done changed, but I don't want him to feel like I'm perfect and I don't make mistakes. Because that's a lie. Nobody's perfect. Everybody make mistakes. But I know that me going out doing what everybody else doing don't work for me anymore. Because it's like when I didn't believe, it didn't bother me. Kid you not, nothing didn't bother me. Smoke, drink, party, club, like it fight. It didn't bother me. Cuss didn't bother me at all. Like I respected my elders. Like you didn't catch me cussing in front of grown ups. with people older than me, but none of that stuff didn't bother me at all until I got in God praise, and then it's like, you know better. Like I can't even, like if I get ready to cuss, I kid you not, in my head, it's like I'm saying, you don't need to do it. And if I do it, I still feel bad afterwards because I know better. Like if I had enough time to think about it, I know I shouldn't have did it. But it's just some stuff I can't do. Like my spirit be like, you know better. You better not. You can't. So I just stay in my lane. I love to travel. Now don't get me wrong, I have fun. It's just not that type of fun no more. And another thing is that when I wasn't believing in God, it didn't bother me that I didn't talk to him. Now that I do believe in God, when I miss those couple of days or I go on a binge because I feel out of place, them weeks and months at a time, like I can feel the absent. I can feel that it's something wrong. Like I have more discernment over myself than others because I don't know if it's just me, but it felt like my physical life is straight, but my soul was suffocating. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't want to sound crazy, but it was just like, okay, I can feel that it was off. Like my insides was numb. Like my spirit was numb. Like I don't know if I was coming or going, but my physical life is straight. Like money good, family good, everybody walking around happy, touche. But to me, I was like, something's still missing, something's still wrong. I know I need to pray. I know I need to worship. I know I need to give him time, but I wasn't doing it. I know what it is to fix me, but I still won't do it. And then I get pissed off because I'm like, bruh, I know what I need to do. And then I turn around and say, God, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Please forgive me for being a bad daughter. Please forgive me for being lazy. I'm going to spend more time with you. And then I don't. But lately I have. But at that point, I wasn't. And I read something in the Bible about giving God vows or something in that nature. So basically, it was saying you give him a vow, give him an oath, baby. Like, okay, I'm going to do this, this, and this, and this. You might as well keep that lie because you lying to God. And you in this vow saying this stuff, knowing you're not going to do it, like he's going to put his wrath on you because you lying. Like, what's the point of lying? If, like, honestly, I knew I wasn't going to change at that moment, but I still sit up there and play it. Like, oh, please forgive me. Like, at the end of the day, I feel like you take one step at a time, one step at a time, every day. And I was just like trying to cut cold turkey. I'm gonna do everything on this list to do every day. No, it's not. It's not gonna work. But we do have to discipline ourselves. But because every day, I don't want to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and pray because I have to do hair. Most of the time I do hair at like 8 in the morning. So I don't want to get up early. I just don't. I want to lay in the bed sometimes. But what if God was like, you don't want to be loyal to me? What if I don't feel like being loyal to you? What if if I don't feel like waking you up this morning? Like we take so much stuff for granted. Like so much stuff. But I knew I had to get myself together. I knew I had to get back in his presence because I can't, what he want me to do, I can't do it without him. If that makes sense. Like what the life he want me to live, I can't do it. Not my life, I want it for myself, but the life he want me to live, I can't do it without him because it evolved around him. So I need to work on fixing myself because for one, when I'm not healed, that mean I bleed on my family. I bleed on my son, my husband, and my friends, my family, and they need me just as much as I need them. And at the same time, it's hard because God showed me, like, God, what is wrong with me today? He showed me so much stuff that he want me to do. And I'm like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. We gonna do this, God. And then it's like hard and heavy, that weight, like, you want me to do all this. Like that's a lot. Like I'm supposed to be the change of my family. Like I'm supposed to be the one that they see the difference in. And that's a lot to carry, like the calling over your life. Like, okay, cool. And it be so exciting at the beginning, and then when it get dealt, like you get off in it, it be like, bro, I really gotta change. I really gotta lean in. I really have to trust him. I really have to have faith. But I can't say that I can't say that I'm okay with being pushed. Like I constantly ask my son and my husband, like, is there anything I should change? Is there anything that y'all see wrong? Like I be urging, like I be looking for, because if you don't change, if you're not changing, you're not growing, you're not living. That's how I look at it anyway, because there's no way I should be the same person I was in middle school. There's no way I've been out of school 15 years. There's no way I should be the same person I was in high school. Impossible. And if you still have that same mindset, you still act and do the same thing you was doing back then, you're not growing. What is the purpose? You probably might as well just still walk around in diapers. Like, what is the purpose of living if you're not living, if you're not growing? I'm sorry, I don't want to be the same. So him pushing me out my comfort zone is uncomfortable, but I'm good with it. So whatever he tell me to do, I'm doing it. I'm diving in, even though it just don't feel right at times. I'm gonna dive in, cause eventually I'm gonna get there, right? Right? Hopefully, praying. Okay, y'all, and I will have a song for every episode in the Bible verses for today. But the song for today is "If I Could Have Anything." Have you heard that song? I love that song. And it say, if I can have anything, let it be your eyes on me. Every time I catch your gaze, my words, my world starts changing. I don't have that much to bring, just a simple song to sing. If I can have anything, let me be your offering. Let me be an offering. And I feel like that's really a beautiful song. Like, and it describes how I feel now at this age. Like, I want to be an offering. Like I really want to be an offering. Like, and then when you're in his presence, like when you are in his presence, my world start changing. Like I get speechless. It's like so beautiful and it's so heavy and it's like so much love. So yeah, I want to be an offering. Like I want to be like Jesus one day. Nah, not today. What was that thing? But I do want to have faith like him, and I want to be an offering. Like whatever you tell me to do, I'm here for it. And the song say, I could, if I can be anything, I want to be an offering. If I can do anything, if I can go anywhere, but I want to be an offering. Say I can do anything, I could be anything, but I want to be an offering. God knew, He knew not to give me no butt, y'all. He knew it would have took more than 33 years for me to get here. I'm just being honest, because when I was growing up, I wanted to be a stripper. Yep, I wanted to be a stripper until I seen Uncut on BET. And when I seen them ladies getting like butt naked, I was like, nah, I don't want to be no stripper no more. But he knew not to give me no butt. Because I used to love to dance. No telling what I'd be doing right now. I'm just being honest. I know no telling what I'd be doing. I went from wanting to be a stripper to wanting to be a model. Like I used to practice my walk. And after that, I think it went like a singer in middle school. After that, it was just I want to be a mom and a wife. But he knew not to give me no butt. 'Cause if I could have that butt and these beautiful stretch marks my baby gave me, I probably would have been on a pole. And it probably would have took me more than 33 years for me to be doing what he want me to do. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. But from this day forward, no matter how many times you slip, go back to God. No matter what you want to be, you should ask God what He wants you to be, what He wants you to do. You probably don't want to do what He got me doing, but some people do. I mean, I look up to a lot of people that does the stuff that He want me to do, but whatever it is, you ask Him first. Because I feel like you will get to the point where you are depressed. You just feel stuck. And I want everybody to be happy. I want everybody to make it. Like, I know life is hard. Life be lifing. The devil out here too. He be working. But I just feel like it's much better when we have God on our side and when we surrender and do what He asks us to do. I do feel like life does get better. So be your best. Be the best version of you. Try to be the best version of you. Ask God what's His best version of you. Because we don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see why He chose me. I don't see why He got me doing this stuff. Like you see something in me, so I'm going to do it. I want y'all to feel the same way. Thank y'all for listening. I love y'all. Till next time. Thank you for listening to Is It Wrong or Right podcast with your host, Quantayla Harris. I pray it helped at least one person today. If it wasn't for you, it's okay. I love you anyways. But for those who enjoyed it, thank you, thank you. I love you, I love you, I love you. And don't forget to comment, subscribe, and share. Remember, do your best and Jesus will do the rest. Have a great weekend. Be safe and God bless.